Hey folks, Doomed Wizard here. When I first started this channel, I thought, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something kind of special. Well, I wasn't paying attention and I blew past 1,000 a while back, but a while back I was going through some personal things and didn't notice, so I'm a little bit late on that. But instead of giving it to just one person, I thought I'd give it to everybody, anybody who wants it. A while back, I wrote this like 5-room dungeon for my younger players, and they really liked it. So I thought, I'm going to give it to you guys. There'll be a link to it down in the description. And if you're looking for like a quick one-night game for a low-level campaign, like say you're between games and you don't have ready, you don't have the next part of your game ready, or you just want you just want to do something different, for that night, or this is your first time around running a game, fear not. Your old pal, the Doomed Wizard's got your back. I thought I'd take this episode to tell you a little bit about the adventure to see if maybe it's something you might want to run. So if you're a player and not a GM, you might want to skip ahead a little bit or send this video to your GM and tell them you'd be interested in playing this. So through the magic of editing, I give you a sticky situation. That's what I'm calling it. I should point out that while I wrote this adventure for Basic Fantasy, the nature of the OSR makes it easily adaptable to just about any old school or retro clone system. Basic Fantasy, as you may know if you follow my channel, is my go-to OSR system. And I'd say it's a game best suited for a low-level party, just maybe not first level. And how you get your players into the cave is up to you. In my case, the party used the cave to escape a rain of vampire frogs from the trees overhead, but that's a different game for a different day. However you do it, the entrance to the cave is a kind of rough cul-de-sac with two obvious passages descending deeper into the cave. An entrance along the southernmost end of the circular cavern is hidden behind an illusionary wall. Particularly observant PCs may notice a stray frog or mouse passing through the illusion. One of the more obvious corridors leads to a dead-end cave where someone or something has apparently been using the cave as a campsite. Evidence of a campfire, a small stack of broken dry branches, and a scattering of odd tin cups and dirty plates kind of litter the floor. This could be used as a camp for the party as well, but it's important to keep them on edge with the idea that whatever or whoever has used it in the past might come back at some point. The other obvious corridor leads to a cave with a high, dark ceiling that's home to a colony of bats. The bats stir and swarm the party as they enter the cavern, possibly riled by torchlight. On the second round of the swarm, a giant bat will attack the party, bursting from out of the swarm, and due to the confusion of the swarm, the party attacks at a -2 from there on. Beyond the bat cave is the lair of the Luminacus. Midway down the descending tunnel leading to the cave, the floor becomes flooded with water. At the entrance to the cave, the water is about waist high to a human. A wide, flat rock juts up from the murky water in roughly the center of this cave, and a figure in rotting, mildewy robes is slumped across the rock. Though motionless, the figure seems to be clinging desperately to the mossy surface of the rock. If the party explores the jutting rock, two man-sized, frog-like Luminacus emerge from the dank water. For the Luminacus, I reskinned the Blindheim from the old Fiend Folio, which is still one of my favorite books. The body of the rotting corpse happens to be a wizard who trapped this creature lurking in the lower depths of the cavern, though not before taking enough damage to eventually kill him later, as he clung to the rock, possibly to avoid the Luminacus. He was also responsible for casting the illusionary wall in the cul-de-sac cave in an attempt to keep others from falling prey to the creature. The Luminacus have a strobe-like, blinding gaze that they can turn on and off by utilizing their secondary eyelids. Anyone caught in their gaze must make a saving throw or suffer -2 to their attack rolls. And characters with dark vision suffer a -4. If the party discovers the corridor behind the illusionary wall of the cul-de-sac, they descend down a deep, winding tunnel. The tunnel begins to brighten as they come to the bottom. In roughly the center of the floor of the cave is a small, open iron box. Within the box rests a glowing crystal ball-like object, casting the area in a daylight-like radiance. The light keeps a giant loogie at bay. You heard that right. It's nestled deep in the cracks in the floor. Why did I make a snot monster, you might ask? Because I like my adventures to have some sort of unusual threat, as odd as it is deadly. Something to throw my players off balance. The giant loogie resembles a massive, semi-translucent amoeba, seeping through darkened corridors, through cracks and under doors, in its quest for flesh and other matter to devour. All matter devoured adds to the slimy creature's constantly dwindling size, as it dissolves and becomes more of the creature itself. Mindless, the giant loogie hunts by sensing vibrations and seeking out its source. The creature attacks by extending a thick pseudopod up to 20 feet long. The attack does no physical damage, but victims will be stuck to the pseudopod, and victims must make a successful strength save within 3 rounds after being snared or become absorbed into the creature. Once absorbed into the giant loogie, victims suffer 1d4 hit points of damage each round until dead. While absorbed, victims are unable to attack, but can be freed if the creature is killed before they are. All matter, save magical or enchanted items, dissolve into the creature as well. The giant loogie can extend multiple pseudopods during combat rounds, attacking multiple targets, but only gets 1 attack per round. And the creature is repelled by light brighter than torchlight. Daylight and light spells will cause it to retreat into the nearest cracks or crevices. Fire does double normal damage, igniting the creature's surface. The sticky surface coating of the creature allows it to climb walls and cling to ceilings, leaving a sticky trail behind as it moves. And this slime trail can be ignited, doing 1d6 points of damage to anyone stuck in it. If not careful, this cave can become a pretty hot spot pretty quick. Now, if weird and humorous isn't your thing, you could always just describe the creature, making it seem like some kind of one-of-a-kind abomination. As for the iron box, if it's closed, it will seal with a wizard lock spell that was cast on it long ago. Closing it will shroud the cave in enough darkness to allow the giant loogie to emerge from the cracks in the floor. Breaking open the iron box will shatter the crystal ball, extinguishing its light as well. The crystal ball also heals 1d6 hit points 3 times a day by touching it. Magic items, possibly belonging to the hapless victims of the giant loogie in the past, are littered about the floor. There's a monocle of translation, which allows its user to read any language, including magic. A spiderweb decorated silver bracelet casts a 10 by 10 wall of web up to 30 feet. Its webbing is similar to the web spell. And finally, there's the Javelin of Lightning. I keep these magic items pretty vague so that you can alter them however you need for whatever system you want to run. Well, there you have it. Like I said, it's in the comments. If you want it, it's yours. Do with it what you want to do with it. I just want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate each like, each comment, each subscriber. And on that note, if you're none of those things, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a single video. I have a few other videos lined up that I want to do, including further dives into my friend Mike and Davina's Argonauts Odyssey role-playing game, which we brushed on a few videos ago, so maybe go back and check that one out before these drop. Well, that about wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Back so soon? That one goes out to my pal Victor von Psychotron.